All right, here we go. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. Another week of PWO. I got my voice back.
That's
Chase
right,
is
baby.
here.
Thank goodness.
And we got a new special guest for right now.
Our buddy Chandler, Chandler London. You guys think I nerd out on this show? This guy knows more than I do. He's pretty
I wouldn't
impressive.
say that. No.
We're gonna see how much nerding we can do on this podcast this week.
I'm
But
excited.
before we get started,
That's right.
make sure you follow us at PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram, and then Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcast. Did I miss anything, Luke, or was that
I
flawless?
think that's
was
perfect,
that beautiful?
man. I think that's
Was that
perfect.
glorious?
That's
Was that good?
glorious. Like the
All right. Lead us into
Rudy
a big
Gable.
dog.
So on Raw, we had to
That's right.
open the show. The big dog, not you, Chase. We're talking about Roman
No,
Reigns.
not me.
He wants to get the band back together. So he called Seth Rollins out. He says, let's do it one more time. Seth says, I can't do it, but for you, I'll do it. So we get Seth in. They call Dean Ambrose out, and then Elias smacks him in the back with a guitar.
And then he runs away.
Yeah, then he runs away.
And then he ran away.
The Shield,
Oh
baby.
man, that did,
2.0. So two are in so far.
2.0. It's like
Two are in.
6.0.
Two are in so far.
They come back all the time.
And then
go on to the
freaking-
next part.
He gets slapped by a guitar. So after that, we had Strowman, Balor, and Angle versus McIntyre, Corbin, and Lashley. I put it was a good match all around till once Braun Strowman took Leo
Angle
Rush
had a
out.
couple. Angle had a couple botches. Did you see that?
Yeah, the ghost taking
I
him
think they
out.
did like a.
He got pushed by
They
wind.
did like a sunset flip thing, and he couldn't go all
He
the way
didn't even
around.
fall. He just fell
Paul
back.
Kurt,
Yeah,
man.
I know exactly what you're
Oh,
talking
the
about.
mighty have fallen.
And then Lashley pins Finn. Then they all take out Kurt Angle by throwing him into the steps. Then bring the steps into the ring. Slam Finn Balor onto the middle of the steps. What do you think about the new big three of
Chandler, what do you think
McIntyre,
about him?
Corbin, and Lashley?
Honestly, I think all three of them individually are pretty solid. I feel like it was kind of lackluster. Also, I feel like it was kind of just to set up something for them in the Shield because you don't really have many other credible three guys to go against the Shield right now.
True.
But
Yeah.
I like it. But
I like
so
them
far,
too. I like them a lot. I think they could be a really good heel faction. Me and Luke, we've talked about these three for a while, but it felt like they kind of got together and then disbanded out of nowhere, and then just kind of got thrown back together.
Just 'cause
Is
Reigns
this
Yeah,
is
it's
just
back.
not going to be a consistent thing? If it's not
Well,
going to
they
be a
kinda-
consistent thing,
Well, it won't. It's just for this because they also, if you noticed at Elimination Chamber, whenever they McIntyre and Lashley came out to help Baron pin Strowman in their no DQ match, they kind of power bombed Strowman through the table, and they referred to it as the Shield's power bomb. So they kind of wanted to do that to kind of plant the seeds for
okay.
this.
yeah, that makes more
But-
sense, I guess.
But still,
But,
they've
I
been
mean, I
together
like-
before, so it's not. I don't know.
I think it makes Corbin
Give
this
him a
is
role?
the best role for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
no,
it,
this
yeah.
is. I like what this is doing for him. Anything that can help him at this point is golden.
'Cause, yeah, McIntyre can work by himself easily. Lashley,
Yeah.
he's a mid-carder. Corbin, holy shit, take him off the show. I don't want to watch Baron Corbin out there, even if he's the heel or the face. I don't care. He's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
The lone wolf or whatever the hell he used to be called.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's good though. I like the big three versus the.
You
Shield.
like it?
I like what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, you know the
Fastlane
Shield's going to come out on top, though.
Yeah, exactly. Just because Roman's
Yeah,
back, and so after that
Yeah.
we had a couple matches. Obviously, it was like the gauntlet match between the Heavy Machinery and the freaking tag teams of Raw. Obviously, Heavy Machinery won them all. It was no challenge, but then
Yeah, it wasn't even the tag teams. It was the shit tag teams,
was-
the ones that don't get on
it was
TV.
stupid. Honestly, it was just stupid.
I feel like that's mostly what the Raw division's tag division is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but me and Luke have talked about for the past couple of weeks how bad Raw's tag teams have been. That's why the, calling up of the rookies we thought was going to be a good thing, but they're also on SmackDown too, But yeah,
So after that, we had Dean Ambrose versus Elias. Elias takes the win easy. There was no really like.
Yeah, he just cakewalked him. What the
Yeah.
hell was that?
I think.
I thought he was going to kick out of Elias's finisher or something, but no. Dean just got buried, as always.
Well, I think they're kind of trying to just push him into the whole you got no other options now. You're losing all this stuff, all the bad things are happening to you. You have no other option. Just join back with the Shield and all that stuff. Kind of just be all right. So, but
Yeah, because after that, after
Yeah.
the loss, Ambrose was in the ring. That's when Reigns and Rollins come out and get into the ring to form the Shield again. Ambrose walks off into the crowd. So then after that, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley come out to attack Reigns and Rollins, which they do. That's when Dean comes running back to save his brothers and to form the Shield again.
Yeah, it's an amazing scene.
The Shield, baby.
Unbelievable.
They're back.
So beautiful.
They're back.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of this shit happening all. I get what they're doing. They have to do it, and it's a good way to get Roman back in the ring
Yeah.
and not have to worry about him knocking off ring rust because he's in a six-man tag match. That's always a good way to get you back in the ropes if you've been out for a while. But oh my goodness, I'm tired of seeing the Shield come back every freaking week. Start a new tag team, have a new faction, do something. Damn.
I will say, after this is their third time they've reunited in the last year or so. But whenever Ambrose came in and helped them, and they all three fist bumped and they reunited again, the fan reactions and everything
They
just
always
got
get a
me
big
super
pop.
pumped.
That was probably
Yeah,
the best.
they
one
always
give
do
me
a
super
good job
pumped.
on that.
It kind of wonders
They definitely
if you
got a
think
bigger pop than the
Ambrose
main.
is going to re-sign now, or if he's going to keep walking away from WWE.
Yeah, Roman said
Taylor,
he
you
was
had
going
a
to try and
good
take
th-
care
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Chandler, you had a good theory on that, how they were thinking about
Well, he had
making that.
well, apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but what I was reading was right now Ambrose has a deal going with WWE, and he's apparently them announcing his departure in April is all just a work and everything, and they're just making fans believe it because apparently around that time, whenever his contract expires, he's going to do something and try and create some buzz, and if he creates enough buzz, they're apparently going to give him a creative decline
Writing.
contract of some sort, kind of he
Creative control.
Yeah, he can have creative control over himself and
The Kevin Nash law or whatever.
decline ideas that are thrown his way that he doesn't like and stuff. So I mean, I hope everything works out for him. I personally like Ambrose, but I just hope I just didn't like his current heel run and everything. But
Yeah.
I think right now the Shield stuff's working.
I like it too.
And yeah,
see where it
lately
goes.
WWE's, I don't know what the hell they did to I know they changed their creative up a little bit, but it's been really good. And this is a lead into Fastlane, not even WrestleMania. So I'm kind of pumped because the past
Yeah.
couple weeks, me and Luke been getting pumped to watch wrestling, and usually it's just like pulling teeth. That's why we were skipping PWR every other week because there's nothing to talk about.
I kind
the
of
same
like
stupid
Yeah,
the
stuff.
Shield coming back too, because what if you know how all the NXT guys are coming up, right? What if they did the Undisputed Era versus the Shield,
Oh man, don't get me excited about that. That would be a
new tag team?
good thing. I don't know if it's gonna happen because I think Roman's gonna or Seth is gonna win the belt, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I think
It'd be
him
cool
and
if that
Roman are
ever
gonna get
happens,
some
though.
single runs. Yeah. Oh my God, dude, the booze out of that place if Brock wins again would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that match, or after where the Shield comes back, we had the Revival versus Ricochet and Aleister Black, right? Aleister? Is that
Aleister.
Aleister.
You say
for the-
Lester every time.
for the Raw Tag Team Championship. It was a good match. It looked like the Ricochet and Black were going to win, but then that's when Rude and Gable got themselves into the match and attacked the Revival. But that's just setting up for Fastlane of Revival, Ricochet, and Black, and Rude and Gable for the Tag Team Championships.
Is it just like a triangle tag match or something?
I think so.
Yeah, it's just a triple
Yeah,
threat.
that should be pretty good.
Do you see
I don't know.
Ricochet and Black winning, or do you just see the Revival
No.
retaining?
There's gonna something.
I don't-
I think
Something's
I think
got
the
to happen.
addition
It's
of
too
another
early,
team-
but
I mean, they're
I
undefeated
for
right
one
now.
love how they're being booked.
they are undefeated, but I feel like if the addition of another team is definitely gonna add, they're not.
They could
gonna
still look
lose.
strong. They could
Yeah,
Revival could pin Rude and
exactly.
Gable or something, make them look strong still.
Exactly. The Revival can pin, Rude or something, and I think it's way too early to give them the belt, and I mean it would be amazing. They deserve it. They're easily the most interesting tag team on this roster, and they just got here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're I think that's way too early, but I am loving how I don't know if it's Triple H has power over these NXT guys coming up to the main roster or Vince is just allowing it, but I'm loving the booking of Alistair and Ricochet right now.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool that they're getting. Yeah, I didn't.
Raw and SmackDown as of right now, I feel like.
Oh,
True,
yeah.
They've made it interesting. That's for damn sure.
All right, and to finish off Raw, we had the good old Becky Lynch signing agreement where the hold harmless or whatever, where she doesn't get hurt or she's hurt and she ain't suing WWE. That's when good old crazy Ronda Rousey comes back and starts beating the hell out of Becky Lynch to get her title back. How do you feel about that?
Did you hear the pop? Whenever Stephanie said the whole, Becky Lynch is, if she beats Charlotte, she
later
wins,
that night,
whatever.
first off, too, her agreement, her suspension got lifted, so Becky Lynch was allowed to fight at WrestleMania or whatever. So, I mean, that was another thing, too, that we didn't talk about. Her agreement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean earlier in the night?
Yeah, earlier in the night, her suspension got lifted. So, I mean, that's why they brought out Becky Lynch to that. So, I mean, people are excited about it.
No, it was dead. Whenever they were like, hey, if she beats Charlotte, you're in the main event of WrestleMania. And then, like, Stephanie literally had to go, do you guys like that? And, like, people were like, yeah. Like, everybody knows what was going to happen. Like, that Becky's going to be, she's going to be on one leg and go out there and beat Charlotte. And, like, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a big Austin, like, big story that she came back. And I wouldn't be surprised if after the match at Fastlane or something, Charlotte messes up Becky's knee even worse after the match. Like, after she loses, like, a figure four in the ring post or something, and, like, gets actual structural damage. That way she's, like, really hurt going in the WrestleMania match or something. But I don't know. I think they've done a decent job with the lead up though. Like, there's only so much you can do.
Real, like
it's not
the Twitter between those two. It's been real, man.
Oh
Becky
man.
Oh man.
I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't know if I was reading that and I was like, dude, you can't say that. You can't. Especially on PG Raw or PG WWE.
Yeah.
Chandler, what do you think about it?
The whole segment was very entertaining. I agree. I think the lead up has been really good. That Twitter war Becky and Rousey had going on made me a little uncomfortable because it was getting too real. And also, like, let's not pretend that if she wanted to, Ronda Rousey could kill Becky Lynch. So
absolutely murder.
They've been cussing in the ring too on the promos.
Yeah, like last night she was saying like tweet this and freaking and everything else, and she's just like, some of those shots look stiff as hell, and I was like, oh my god, are these refs gonna like step in somewhere here?
Towards the end too, when she had like her foot on Becky's face and stuff, she really looked like she was digging into her head, and I was like,
it was something.
We'll get some Brett and Shawn where they put on good matches, but they absolutely hate each other.
Yeah. I like everything about the lead up and stuff. I think everything just got so lackluster whenever they were introducing Charlotte. But everything, I think the majority of it's been fine. My only thing is like just Becky getting suspended, going to jail, and then coming back week after week. It's not even like she even left, and then her knee just furthering getting hurt and stuff. It's like, I understand she got like, this is her moment. She's probably gonna take the title off Rousey at Mania, but I think this whole time they've just been making her such an underdog by just pushing these injuries on her and all this stuff to promote it, and it's just kind of like, it's not annoying or anything. It's just I feel like they're just trying so very hard to make her the underdog. That's my only gripe about it.
Mm-hmm. Luke, you said how it made Becky kind of look weak. Becky Lynch, think about it. Her lead in the Royal Rumble, she got her ass kicked by Asuka, and then goes out there and wins the Royal Rumble. And then last week on Raw, she goes out there and gets just absolutely manhandled by Ronda Rousey. Luke, you're the one that said it. You said that she looks kind of soft coming into this stuff because she's been losing so much.
Sure. If I said that, I don't remember saying it, but whatever, man.
All right, yeah.
Sure. I'll be honest with you.
Great
Sure.
leeway off me.
All right, let's
Holy
get going
shit.
to SmackDown, baby.
All right. So SmackDown started out. The new Daniel Bryan comes out with his big hairy friend Rowan, and they start talking shit on everybody. Start talking shit on Kofi and of course Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes out there and he plays this whole nice guy routine, how hard it was to come back and being a face basically. And then Owens fights Rowan, and then Bryan eventually comes in and Owens gets beat up by both of them, which sets up a match later in the night between the two of them. It was just a, your typical intro to SmackDown. And then right after that, Jey Uso fought The Miz, but he gave a pretty decent promo. Did you see that promo? Anybody?
Jey Uso?
Yeah, Jey Uso talking about The Miz and
No, I
Shane
saw they got
McMahon
kicked out of the ring, though. Like, they pushed him out of the ring. Miz.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I thought it was pretty good. Jey Uso is pretty good on the mic. I was surprised.
He's good.
The
Is
match
he the one that's good at
was-
jail, too?
I think it's the other one. The other one is
Oh man, I
Jimmy.
can't remember which one it is.
Jimmy Uso. I think it's Jimmy.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
He went to the Uso Penitentiary. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Jay ended up fighting The Miz. The Miz ended up winning. Who do you guys think's gonna win at Fastlane between The Miz and Shane against the Usos?
Usos.
Yeah, I think the Usos, too. Like you said, I think they're going to set
I
up
think
Miz
it's-
versus
yeah.
Shane at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think
You
that's
said it a
pretty
while
apparent.
ago, a couple pods ago. Like, I just think that's what's going to happen with them. So,
Yeah, like Chandler. Do you think Shane can be a pretty good heel, or do you think he's got it in him?
Back in the Attitude Era, it looked like he had it all over, so I think he could do it one more
Oh man,
time.
yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah, I think Shane's pretty good on the mic, so
And it looks like they've been
I think
trying to
he
set up
did.
Miz for the past few months to be maybe not a top, maybe potentially a top baby face. Regardless, I think they're trying to set him up to be baby face, and I guess this is their plans on doing so. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
I just think this is a damn shame that the SmackDown Tag Division's being held to this, because they got so many guys on this roster that could
I
be
know.
fighting for this title. Put some of the mofos on Raw, damn it. Come on. Do something about it. All right, right after that, R-Truth comes out, starts talking about how, he loves John Cena. He's getting tired of doing this every week, the open challenge. But he says he's going to do it
he
anyways.
loves John
And
Cena,
Samoa
his
Joe.
childhood hero, yet he's older than
Yeah,
John
childhood
Cena. Did you see
His
that?
childhood hero.
John Cena's like
R-Truth is 53 years old.
Yeah, R-Truth's 47 and John Cena's like 41 or 42. So, how's he a childhood hero? But keep going.
I guess it was a joke, but it was pretty funny. R-Truth is amazing on the mic, which I kind of forgot about. But yeah, Samoa Joe comes out. R-Truth is immediately scared. And then Andrade and Ray end up coming out too, and they have a fatal four-way. It's kind of spot fatal four-way for the United States belt. And then this match was really good. I liked it. It had a lot of big spots. Joe like diving through the middle rope. They had a sunset flip between Andrade and Ray on the outside. That kind of made me
I'm telling
cringe
you,
a little bit. 'cause
Andrade and
kinda
Ray, man, they're good. That rivalry's good.
is it? Yeah, well, they always put on good matches, and they're pretty.
That's awesome.
They're high flyers. High flyers. But yeah. Did you guys like the match? You guys watch the match?
I liked how Joe
Yeah,
won.
I thought it was.
Thought it was good.
And
I
then,
thought it
yeah,
was a
at the
very
end-
entertaining match, and that was the best
Some-
possible person that could have won that match.
Yeah, Samoa Joe ends up pinning Andrade. How did we feel about the R-Truth reign as a United States champion? Are we sad that it's over?
I think it was a joke. Like, just as a
You think
joke
it was
wise.
a
Yeah,
joke?
he was just supposed to. He was just going to be a transitional champion from the get-go, but I thought it was pretty entertaining. The 3-4 weeks he held the title. I thought it wasn't bad.
I thought it was pretty cool, and he's always been a hard worker, and I like whenever they credit those guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought
Like,
he deserved it, but we all knew it wasn't going to last long.
Yeah.
can you think who's your favorite transitional champion of all time? You guys have any? I know it's kind of just coming off the old noggin, but
Oh man, there's been so many.
there's been a lot. I think of one. I think of when Big Show beat Lesnar at like Royal. I think it was Royal Rumble. He beat Lesnar. I think he lost at like the next pay-per-view. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying to think if I can find any more just off the old noggin. Luke, you got any transitional champions? I know Bob Backlund. He won the belt for probably about 2 months in the 90s. Him and Bret Hart had a little rivalry, and he beat Bret Hart. But yeah, Big Show probably was my favorite. Basically his whole career he's been a transitional champion. So, Chandler, you think any?
Mine would probably be I guess you could Rey Mysterio. It was back in 2011. You remember when it was the big ordeal with like Punk walking out of the company with the belt, and they had a tournament for the title, and because it was vacated, and Ray won it. And I think the same night they started off the night with him winning it against Miz, and John Cena came out, and later on that same night, Cena took the belt from him.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
What
That makes
about,
sense. I guess you could say Finn Balor.
Yeah.
That's
Winning
what I
the
was going to
Universal
start out with.
title.
I was like, I thought that was in bad taste, but
How do you feel about
Luke, what were
Samoa
you
Joe
saying?
winning his first title in WWE?
Yeah, I
Long
think that's
overdue.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, long overdue. But honestly, it should be the main belt. He should be the
One,
heavyweight
at
champion.
least one
But
time, yeah.
I think he should have got it before he got a United States title run.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
we'll see
exactly.
what he does with it.
yeah, I
Um,
think it'll be good.
I'm curious to see.
And he
who
was
they pit
backstage.
him
He was
against.
calling out Cena about the U.S. title open challenge and stuff. I think they're going to set up a match between those two for the belt of Mania. I really hope so. Anyway,
Ooh.
Man.
That would be, dude. I love that.
because he
That'd be
name
pretty sick.
dropped Cena last night. He was like talking about. He's just like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, you fear me, you know, the whole yada yada. I'll put you to sleep and whatnot. And he's like, I'm not like John Cena. I'm not going to do these weekly U.S. title open challenges and stuff. Like, name dropped him hardcore. Like, I almost am
You think it's
thinking
a
that they're
part
going
of
to
it?
set up between those
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn,
I really
that'd
hope
be
so.
sick.
That'd be good.
I didn't even think about that. The next match, Ricochet and Aleister Black, they fought the Bar. These young kids just look amazing. I absolutely love Ricochet and Aleister Black. Ricochet hits the 360 splash to win. God, who? This is just off topic. Who do you guys think has the best finisher in wrestling right now? Because I might go with Ricochet.
Leo
Just
Rush.
because Leo Rush, what's he do? I haven't
think
seen
he's
him win a
got
match
something like
since
that,
Nam.
too. I think he's got something like that too. Like
A big splash.
yeah, they're pretty close. I'm pretty sure.
Roman Reigns' spear.
Yeah. Man.
Chandler, can you think of any?
Best finisher right now? Did you say on SmackDown
Just in general.
or just in
Just
general?
off the top of your head, yeah.
Honestly,
Vince,
I really like.
Coup de Grace is pretty good.
I really like. It used to scare me at first, but I really love Black Mass from Aleister Black. He's
Yeah.
like really
Ooh,
safe
yeah,
with it, but at the same time,
he's-
it looks so real. That's got to be my
Oh, I
favorite.
get so scared. Yeah, I always feel
It
like
scares
he's gonna
me
kick
too.
somebody
But
in
But
the
he's never
head.
hurt nobody with it. He's never like I don't know. It looks awesome
What about
every
Big
time.
Match
Everybody sells it well all
John's
the time.
Oh
Five
yeah,
move
real
of
good.
doom. 5 move of doom.
Oh yeah,
He-
this punch.
He's
this
6
punch in
move
the
of doom.
face.
I'm sorry.
yeah. He's got the Iron Fist now.
Yeah.
Don't you forget.
Oh my
The 6
God,
moves
he's got
of
the
doom.
JBL haircut and the Iron Fist. I love it. I
Or
love
whatever
it.
he's calling it. I'm not sure, but it's something to behold. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a road dog shuffle punch. Is what I'm
Yeah,
gonna call it.
exactly.
Oh goodness. The next match is just, a filler match. I call it.
Yeah.
Mandy Rose fought Naomi again, just completely cakewalked, just destroyed Naomi, won easily. Asuka came out though after the match and knocked out Rose. How do we feel about this Rose?
Right, 'cause she
Asuka.
knocked her on her neck.
Yeah, that botch at that live event.
Yeah, on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Not good,
WWE's they love doing that, man. They love making rivalries off of live event botches. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
But how do we feel about this Asuka Mandy Rose rivalry?
I mean,
I think
Asuka
it's
doesn't have
boring.
anything
I
else
think
set
it's
up.
done.
She don't have anything set up.
Yeah, they
Charlotte's
gotta-
on Raw. So what's she gonna
Yeah.
put with
Yeah, they're-
Asuka?
true.
Nothing.
They got nothing for
Yeah.
her until Mania.
Yeah.
If they even have anything for her right now.
Yep.
I don't even know.
I mean, Carmella's doing
And she also
her.
didn't even have a title match
freaking-
at Chamber either, so.
Yeah.
Carmella's dancing with our truth.
Yeah. And obviously they could have put Naomi, but she's doing who knows what. So I mean, I don't know. I think it's all right, just a fill, like you said, right as of right now, just a filler.
Yeah, I always forget that Asuka's a champ.
Yeah.
Can't even. I always forget
Not
that
really putting her
because
with
it
anything
doesn't
good
seem
either.
like exactly
Yeah.
since this is like the boom of women's wrestling on WWE. She's at this point, I'd put her on the pre-show if she's fighting whoever the hell she's fighting.
I'd say
they're not
SmackDown really
booking
doesn't have
her
that good
right.
of like women's talent compared to Raw. That's definitely one thing.
I agree. When you got what is it? The Iconics, Carmella, Naomi. Who else we got? Sonya Deville. I mean, that yeah.
It's not really
compared
that
to
good.
what
And
Raw's
I
doing
think
right
they're
now,
supposed
that's-
to
yeah.
do
They
that
used to have
Lacey
Charlotte,
chick.
but-
That Lacey chick's supposed to
Yeah,
fight
I'm
Okay,
really
Asuka.
speaking of
excited to
that,
see
I was
her in
gonna-
action.
I was gonna ask about that. What do you guys feel about her doing this thing where she comes out before these matches and just walks out and then turns around and walks back in?
They said she's the Roman
I-
Reigns
I
of
th-
women's wrestling. I don't know why they say that, but
Yeah, apparently she's gonna get pushed hard,
yeah.
like really
Yeah,
hard.
they said they put her up high. They said she's really good. She just needs to do her thing in the ring and practice a little bit, but she's got like a legitimate background and everything, so they're really high on her right now. I think I don't know. It could be like what you guys are talking about, like after Fastlane everything culminates. Like that could be maybe the plan if they're pushing her hard
Ooh,
for Asuka at
well,
Mania.
She
think
That
might,
could be
about
she
something.
that.
might
That'd
come
be-
out
honestly,
during
that'd
the
be kinda
match at
cool.
Fastlane against Asuka
Yeah.
and
They could do something to plant the
Rose.
seed early as they can.
yeah.
Mhm. Honestly, that'd be pretty cool if they do Asuka against her because it's like something we haven't seen before. So I'd be pretty
Yeah,
pumped
you haven't
about
seen
that.
nothing of her, so it'd like kind of be intriguing leading up to Mania. Get the people.
I can see her coming
You're like,
out
okay, we haven't
on-
forgotten about this.
Fastlane, attacking Asuka.
Yeah. That'd
Mhm.
be kind of cool. That'd make it interesting, that's for sure. The next match, Rowan fought Kevin Owens, and then after the match, Bryan and Rowan were about to put Owens through a table, and Mustafa Ali, my boy, he came back and saved the day. I love Mustafa Ali. I like that kid. I don't think there's really much to say about that. And then to end the show, Charlotte Flair called out Becky Lynch. They fight, and then Becky, one-footed Becky, puts her in an armbar, and that's the end of the night. Charlotte Flair walks home. How did you guys feel about this
After
week's
taking an
SmackDown?
armbar from Raw the night before.
Yeah.
So
I thought SmackDown was pretty good this week. And SmackDown and Raw were pretty good.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I didn't think they were bad.
Uh-huh.
I thought the build up between Owens and Bryan and the what else was it? And the Joe winning the US title. I thought that really
That
helped
was
the show
big.
a lot.
I agree. Look, we didn't even talk about the big thing on Raw, Triple H and calling out Batista.
Oh man, I didn't even put that in there. Wow. Yeah.
Hey, what are
that's
you
true,
doing?
man.
That's your match.
That's true. We're gonna have that match. He said he wants to go anywhere. He'll go to his house. He'll go to his movie set. He don't give a shit.
Chandler,
He's
what do you
going
feel
there.
about this? What's your opinion on the Triple H against Batista?
Honestly, I wasn't at first. At first, I was just like, "This is okay."
Same
But now
thing.
I'm actually
I
like,
agree.
after last night, like, because Triple H has just always been good at like building up stuff like this too, and I think Dave's gonna.
So good.
I think because you can tell this is what he wants, because like he's always wanted to come back and have his last match against Triple H, so they're both gonna be really invested, and I think
They've been
the
talking
build
about
up
this
to
for
is gonna be
years.
pretty solid. I think it's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
and they're always
honestly,
good
their
at
match at
build-up.
WrestleMania 21 really was not bad. It was just kind of like an
No.
average, like back and forth match, heel versus face for the world title. It was solid. It was fine, and they're more than
Yeah.
capable of doing that again. So I'm down for it.
I love it. I love it. I think that, like I said, you talked about the 21 match. I think that Hell in a Cell match before that was their best match.
Oh yeah, Hell in a Cell. I think it was Vengeance.
Yeah.
Or whenever it was. It was
Sounds
really
about
good.
right.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah, that was probably one of their better matches. WrestleMania was
Yeah,
good
I
to
just
see,
like that
definitely.
whole-
But this is definitely going to be
Yeah.
a good-ass
Evolution
match
storylines.
on WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, it'll be.
I don't know
it'll be
about
good.
Hey, I think it'll be okay. I don't know about if it was a really bad match, it won't surprise me because these two, the
I don't know,
matches
they both
that they
shown that
put
they
on
can still
before
go.
were average. Yeah,
I mean, he's not working.
has
Triple H is
Batista-
not working with a older Undertaker. I mean, that's all you've seen him work with so far as of right now. You've seen him last
I
couple
guess.
matches were with Undertaker and Kane.
But I mean, he
so-
didn't even put on the. I just didn't think he put on that good of a match back in the day with Dave. But I think it's just an average match. Two juiced out junkies, just like back in the day.
I don't know about
You
it.
know, but I think
don't know about that.
you don't think it's gonna be like
Juiced out
that. Okay, it's not gonna be
junkies?
like it's not gonna be like Steiner against him. It's not gonna be that bad, but it's gonna be average, I guess. It's nothing that I'd get too excited for.
I got you.
I think it'll be a pretty solid match, fun to watch back and forth and whatnot. And then the interesting thing here is Triple H is going in as the face, so that's a
build-up.
kind of interesting twist on things.
Yeah.
Maybe he can finally freaking win. He's
And I'm sure
lost
they'll
like
have a
the-
lengthy match too, because it's not going to be nothing like.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah,
it won't
this
be
is-
nothing like Goldberg versus Brock or nothing like that crap.
Oh man. Oh god, that'd be horrible. They just go out there and hit finishers back and forth.
I'm sure it'll be a pretty solid match. I'm excited for it, that's for sure. It definitely brings back a nostalgia factor that gets me pumped for it.
It does. Yep. That's same with me.
Oh yeah, Luke's loving it right now. Luke's licking his chops.
That's right, baby.
I'm excited
pumped.
for Batista to actually show up on Raw so they can actually build this up for real. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he'll pull a Brock and not show up until like the week before WrestleMania.
That would be terrible on their booking decisions right there. I would hope to God they would not do that.
Batista's been on Raw more in the past month than Brock Lesnar has. How does that make everybody feel?
That's true, man. That's
All
true.
right.
Yeah.
Get going to
and
news,
Brock ain't
baby.
even
Going to
making
the
no
news.
movies.
Let's get a little
Yeah,
news
going
going.
to the big news. Tori Wilson is the latest inductee into the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
How do we feel about that? Luke, what's your favorite memory of Tori Wilson?
I don't know, man. I guess wasn't she like the cover of SummerSlam one year?
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah.
I love how they coined it like during her little thing. They kind of made it seem like she
I
was
know,
a
they said she
big
was-
inspirational like.
They said she was like a pioneer of like that era. Of
Yeah,
wrestling.
and that I disagree completely. She was literally the scum of that company, and she, that not her in general, but like what they would do to her.
Yeah.
Like she was just a sex toy. She was that sex factor that they would put out there just to get people to watch. I mean, she was a decent wrestler, but come on, to act like she was even semi, as good as any of the women that are on the roster now is just insane. I mean, does she deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Yes, because she had such a big role in the company, and she drew very well, but come on, let's not act like she's a pioneer.
No,
she's
I
not
get it.
Lita.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Chandler, how do you feel about her?
Her going in doesn't really bother me or anything like that. I just, like you said, I kind of slipped my mind, and also I don't know. I'm not really gonna make a decision about it or how I feel about it because honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't remember too much about her. I remember just some angles that. I feel like they shouldn't have done, but they went ahead and did.
You can
That's all
say
I
it, Chandler.
remember.
Just laying it out there.
It's
Her
just,
dad
her
died?
and Dawn Marie and her dad. I mean, that was something. And then, other than that, I just
That's
I
called
remember seeing
beautiful
her all
writing.
the time. I don't remember her ever winning the women's championship. I don't remember her, and that don't really make you who you are. I just feel like, I don't know. I could be totally wrong because I don't know much about her, but I feel like this year they just didn't really know who to put there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they put her there. I don't know, though. I don't know too much about her.
All right. Tommaso Ciampa just underwent neck surgery. He's probably going to be out pretty long.
Is undergoing. But you know
That's
what's
some-
funny? I don't know if NXT was taped this week or today, but him and Gargano won their match and are moving into the next round of this tag team tournament. So,
What the hell?
yeah.
Yeah, I watched the NXT highlights. They did their promo about how DIY is like gonna win the Dusty Tag Team
So, I don't
Classic, and
know
I was
if-
just like, oh man.
If it was taped or what today, like before obviously, but obviously they won. So, I don't know how bad that neck is, but he's still wrestling, so you just don't want to get it where it's too bad. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. God forbid anything happen to him. And since all these guys have gotten called up recently, he's definitely a big player in NXT right now.
Yeah. The champion, so.
Yeah. Arn Anderson, legendary Hall of Famer Arn Anderson, recently got fired.
Did
you hear about this story? Yeah, I did hear why.
Yeah,
do you know why?
Yes, I know why. Because Alicia Fox coming out drunk in a live show.
Oh, man.
This
ain't the 80s anymore. You can't be doing that, Arn.
Supposedly that was John's like manager type thing. Big Match John's. Arn Anderson was like Big Match John's manager or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's what they were saying.
They just fired his ass?
Yeah, but no, that's the reason why he got fired is because of the Alicia Fox thing. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you can't let people wrestle when they're freaking jacked up.
Intoxicated.
This ain't Scott Hall. Yeah, this ain't Scott Hall. This ain't Kurt Angle on Vicodin and stuff. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Some people get hurt. And I wonder how they found out, too, and that's what I'm curious about. Because if Alicia, if she threw him under the bus, then she's officially my least favorite wrestler.
I just don't know
It was,
if that would help her out, though, because if she's, like, going and, like, saying, like, oh, Arn, let me go out and
Yeah, she's
wrestle while I
fired
was
too.
intoxicated. I don't know.
She's fired
Yeah.
too.
So that's why I'm wondering
Yeah,
how
how'd
she's
she
not. That's
not
crazy to me.
yeah, there's no repercussion for her. I mean, what
Obviously,
can
they
do
don't
if
put
she's
her
not
on
TV
anyway, so yeah.
yeah. Who gives a shit at that point?
Yeah.
But come on, Arn, you can't be doing that, man. And then finally, King Kong Bundy passed away. Luke, what's your favorite memory of King Kong Bundy? Give me your favorite King Kong Bundy match that wasn't Hulk Hogan against him.
I don't know. I never really like watched a lot of '80s wrestling. The latest I saw him on Twitter was him like slamming some midget at a WrestleMania or something like that.
Oh my God!
I think I sent it to you.
I don't
Oh,
know,
that's what I was gonna talk about.
But yeah.
Oh really? Okay, let's hear more, Chandler, because I actually did not know.
No,
I don't know much about him.
He slammed him down
No,
and
it
they
was
did an
just-
elbow drop.
Oh, jeez. That's called the glory of wrestling right there.
The thing I wanted to talk about.
Who was he fighting?
I don't know. Obviously he's dead. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Like me and Chase were talking about
Oh
this.
jeez.
Don't you think all the '80s wrestlers should probably be in the Hall of Fame by now? Or going into the Hall of
Man,
Fame? Most of the good ones, at
you'd
least.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do because like you got so many people that they wanted to put in that are more recent wrestlers. Like they felt the need to put in over them from the '80s, like Edge. Whenever he had to
Edge,
retire, they felt the need to put him over, and then Shawn the year after he had his retirement match against Taker, they put him
Yeah.
in the year after, and they just like.
Kurt's
And,
in
like
too,
I
ain't he?
love both those guys,
Yeah,
but
Kurt's
yeah.
in. I don't know. I just think almost all the '80s wrestlers that
still
were
wrestling.
big of that boom should be in the Hall of Fame. Like Chase even said, him and Vader. Vader isn't even in there. He loves him.
Yeah. God. Well, what's
Yeah, I don't
the
even
point?
think,
They put Ron Simmons in there, and Ron Simmons was the first ever African American WCW champion, but Vader was like a 3-time WCW champion. I get that he didn't do anything at WWF, but still, if you're going off WWF and WCW, then why is he not in there? And Vader always wanted to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. It makes me sad. I think, didn't we learn that Bruce the Barber Beefcake isn't in it?
Yeah,
Isn't
I'm
in
pretty
it
sure
either?
he's not in there too. So there's a
Him
lot
and
of
Hulk
people.
Yeah, I don't
Hogan
think
that
Bam
aren't-
Bam's
Tag
in
team.
there.
He's not.
Bam Bam's not in there
I think
either,
he's supposed to
yeah.
be in this year. I think so. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, he was literally the king of the gimmick matches.
I'm surprised at this point with how they choose their people every single year. They haven't put like JBL in there or some crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But yeah, I agree with the whole. Edge should not be in there, not yet at least. Like, come on. Like, I get it. He did so much. He
Yeah.
could have waited. But Big Boss
Yeah, he
Man's
coulda
in
waited.
there. Like, I get it that it's a quote unquote fake Hall of Fame. It's not like Wrestling Observers Hall of Fame.
I think last
It's
last
nothing
week we
like.
talked about how they should have a Hall of Fame, but it's all good. If you go back to that, you can hear what we thought about that. How they don't have a real Hall of Fame like other sports.
Yeah. But man, I don't know. I think King Kong should definitely be in there. I mean, he didn't have any title run. He did not win one title in WWF.
Yeah.
But he was a good worker, and him and Hogan put on a hell of a match in that cage match at WrestleMania. So, all right, I think we're about done.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You think so? Chandler, did you have fun?
Oh yeah, I had a blast, man. I appreciate you guys letting me come on here.
Good stuff. Maybe we can get you on more often.
Yeah, it's weekly or whenever you want, man. Hit us up.
Yeah, it's whenever you guys want. I'm not doing much, so just whenever you guys want.
All righty. Well, thanks guys for listening. Make sure you spread the word.
Spread it.